I'm like back and forth with all my Spanish speaking brothers over there. And they're just like, what the fuck? I thought you're just like a dumb meme guy. It's like, nah. And they'll be like, what?
Yeah.
Well, dude, I'm fucking busy, bro. I'm a grower. My goal is to make cooler and better shit, you know, activate audiences where we hang out together and we smoke cool shit. Because that's what it's about.
What's up, y'all? For this episode, we are covering Masonic Smoker. He's a really interesting, unique cat out of Compton, California. Big shouts out to Mace, Edgar, to his whole family. Big shouts out to his whole team. We got a larger, broader documentary that we've been working on that's probably going to come out in a number of years. But I wanted to put something out now on him, and I think this was a really good way to do that. So hope you guys enjoy. This is Masonic Smoker. Appreciate you guys. And make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, comment down below, and follow us on all the other social medias. Anyways, this is LMC. Let's run it.
Describe, I guess, exactly like, so for folks, right now we're in Compton.
Yep. We're Rosecrans is right here.
Yeah.
Wilmington's right here. Like, we're in the middle of Compton, like in a neighborhood. It's just, you don't need to have anything to do it. You need a space this big to make 2 ounces of hash every 2 months. And it's all like, what's the joke here? It's kind of like a reverse engineering all this shit. It's like some homestead shit. The people that do this, they're like up north or like somewhere where it's like farmy, But here it's like, dude, you can do this in your backyard if you really want to.
And it's actually really beneficial because you can grow
all year.
You can't do that up north.
There's no, it's like snowing right now. It's like, fuck no.
Yeah.
Fill up the whole section with just a seed and it'll all grow, and you can kill the males and have weed, and it looks even more beautiful throughout the fall to winter season because there's less like pest pressure from all the heat and less, sun just traumatizing the heads and shit. It's just like, it looks like indoor almost. It looks like depths, but not being depth outside.
That's crazy.
It's really nice out here. I really lucked out with Compton, for sure.
Yeah. Would you call it urban farming?
Sure.
I would call it urban farming.
Why the fuck not?
For sure.
Yeah.
100%.
There is a big gardening urban farming community.
Yeah.
And they're like famous and shit,
Yeah.
Big Instagram presence and maybe on magazines and on your favorite like local news channel type people, There's this one black older dude who's from around here in the hood, and a lot of people they like allude to him,
Okay.
And he's like an organic farmer, and he's all about upcycling. Like, he'll grab a fucking drawer, throw it on the sidewalk, fill it with dirt, and throw a plant in there, And to me it's always like, cool, like that's fucking dope. Like, shine light on motherfuckers like us in the hood,
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm with it.
100%. Do you ever get worried about, like, if you're growing with, we like just like break-ins or anything like that?
All the time. Sometimes you smoke the right batch, or you just like, when everything's right, then something happens. It's like that. Sometimes I'll just hop in the car and I'll just think like, fuck. Like, there's no pillow for us. Like, we're just literally gung-ho running it up. And that's what's like, it's to me, it's not fair. It sounds, to me, life's not fair, right? And those words don't come out my mouth, but to me, it's not fair. Like I don't have a money to bankroll a farm, or I don't even know where to even start. It's all like, I used what I have before all this stuff was even implemented, and I've been that culture. I've been that thing, and it's all like, for them to take it away when I've been doing it before it was even a thing, where people are becoming players of the game when they don't even have that track record. And I'm young, I'm only 32, but I know what I've done, and I know a lot of people are just sticking their nose in the game and like just out the blue, I just started this, But it's like, I don't have shit, so I make the most with everything that I have.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I'm the best at what I do in my capacity, and it just makes me shine better in the grand aspect, I used to go forever. Even when I was like 5, I lived.
That's how these go.
Yeah. I lived in Mexico for like a year as a kid. My parents gave me to my grandparents, like, it's your problem. And I'm very, like, I speak fluent Spanish, I love Mexican food. My wife is Mexican. Everything's Mexican about us. My wife was born in Mexico. She's from here. She was here when she was 2, but like, very, very prideful in my Mexican roots, for sure. Definitely. I identify as like a Mexican. That's why when I see like brands waving the flag around, it's almost like appropriating the culture, you know? And I'm just like, that motherfucker don't know Spanish, you know? Like, and not that you have to know Spanish to be a Mexican, but it's like, it helped me have some like, you know, like believe the fucking shit you're trying to sell, you know?
Countries, they're really supportive. Would you say that or no? Because I think they support, like, I think they're just, I think that's why people sometimes appropriate that stuff, because they realize, like...
Yeah, I mean, when you wave the flag and you do the Batman call, why not? But I don't want to take it there. I don't want to make it like a Mexican thing. Because then, like, my white homies, but then they'll be like, what the fuck is happening here? Like, today's not my day, dog? Like, it's just every day's everybody day, right?
Yeah.
But I have a soft spot for, like, my people, you know? Like, when I find out someone's Spanish speaking, I start speaking to them in Spanish, or sometimes I'll even get fucked up. It'll look like they speak Spanish, and they'll be like, fool, I don't speak Spanish. So I stopped doing that shit, you know?
Yeah.
And
no, 100%.
I hang around a bunch of people because I'm Mexican. Like when I go to Spain with all the breeders and cedars, I'm like back and forth with all my Spanish speaking brothers over there.
That's so dope.
Very fluent. And they're just like, what the fuck? I thought you were just like a dumb mean guy. It's like, nah, dig, like I got two dialects.
I'm
like,
fucking bilingual.
I'm bilingual. I get around.
Fuck out of here. That's crazy.
I think you gotta really wave the bat signal out. Like I really gotta go out there and be like, Mexican Mace Day. And they'll be like, what?
Yeah.
Our day today? And I'll be like, I guess.
Yes.
And then everyone else is like, I'm sorry, you know? Or not even, it's like, it's not your day today, you know?
No, 100%. 100%.
I made a Mexican Mace shirt, and those people would buy that shirt, you know?
No, absolutely.
But I don't like to play into that, you know? It's like, it's too easy. It's too easy to do that. So,
where'd you go to high school?
Locke High School.
Locke High School. So what's the, like, and this is, I'm not from Los Angeles, but I always like people like, what's up with their high school? Because I know from my high school, like, we all have different reputations and stuff. And
Locke is bad, bro. Locke is like, if you're from LA or from South Central, there's bad schools. Like, Locke is one of them. You know, Locke is like, well, this is Watts.
Yeah, Watts is right over there.
So the kids from Watts, a lot of them go to Locke.
Okay.
South Central, all the 111th block up to the 90s, down to like the 120s, they go to Locke as well. So like it's like a gang influenced, all the gang kids and all their moms.
Every like just Crips?
Crips, all Crips. That's a Crip school. Yeah. There's no Bloods at Locke. Yeah. It's all, now I don't know about nowadays, but you know, me growing up, it's all Crips and it's essays. That's it. It's blacks and Mexicans. Nobody else. There's no white kids. There's no Asians. And that's what I grew up around. 10th and 11th grade. I got kicked out of San Pedro, like a beach city school, but it was like they had a little bit more diaspora there. Yeah. But I was like a hothead, and like once I got into 11th, like I had like a chip on my shoulder. I thought I was cool. I had like a tattoo, and I'll walk around and be like, who wants it, you know? I was all bad, dude. Get me out of here, you know? Yeah. Our school wasn't like a lot of rich kids. Yeah. Like, because that could like influence a lot of weird shit into school, right? Yeah. Our school was like a nice, modest town, San Pedro. No one here makes above X. It's not like a bunch of doctors and shit like with their kids that are all bad. No, it's more so like union workers that work at the ports and their family works there, and it's just everybody, it's small town vibes. So it wasn't like valley shit where like there's cocaine and there's Molly and there's all this.
There's rich people
over here's like weed and maybe a little bit of coke, and that's it, you know? So I noticed that growing up, like, dude, you had some nice schools compared to some of the crazy ass like Hollywood people that they had to go to their school and shit. And even our gangs, like, our gangs were like bad and shit, but like they only fucked with gang members. They didn't really go fuck with civilians and shit, you know? Where, you know, I never got jumped. You know, never got jumped, never got into altercation with gang members. Always kind of just knew how to maneuver through the hood, you know? I always joined, like when I was in middle school, I went to school in South Central, so I joined the football team in middle school, and I became cool with all the cool kids that ended up being bad kids, right? So like I always, just the weirdest shit happened where I never got like put on like, you know, that's prey, you know? I remember being dropped off to play trading card games like Yu-Gi-Oh! And we'd be the kids that drove them from South Central to Torrance at a place called 8 Ball, and Torrance is a little bit more affluent than Compton, South Central, where we would get drove in by our mom. My mom would drop me and my older brother off, and she would give him 40, she'd give me 20. And we would see kids walk in there with their dad, with briefcases, with every card. But me and my brother would win first place all the time, to the point where the owner of the shop was like, hey, like, he came up with some bullshit story, like, you guys can't be here no more. You know, you guys are too old. My brother was like 14 at the time. And we just stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh! We went back to the hood and we tried to find other places to play, and eventually we all just grew up, threw our Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards away. You know, but we've always been in that position where, like, we have to make do with what we got to be the best. We're playing because we're going to be good at it. And we only play games that we're good at. And here we are, you know?
100%, dude. And I think it's already starting to, but I think it's really gonna blossom into something special. I mean, my friend Andrew put me on to you. They always bring you up.
I'm not a gatekeeper. I try to teach what I know. I'm very well that there's historians that are more, you know, knowledgeable about all the cannabis history. The right way at the end, you know?
No, 100%. The free seed day stuff, going back to that, is
Where is he? He's
right as soon as he said that.
He's passing.
For folks that aren't aware, we'll see if we
Perks of living in the hood. Corn man, ice cream trucks. Every hour on the hour. Till like 10 o'clock, you get the ice cream truck.
that gave me so many memories, though, hearing that.
I was a fat kid growing up. I would chase it every time I had the chance. I'll buy a Ginger Flip and chili cheese Fritos and fuck them motherfuckers up. Watching Maury Povich or some shit, you know?
Yeah.
You were saying about Free Seed Day?
Free Seed Day. So, I mean, it is a brand in itself, right?
Yeah, it's like a holiday, and
it's a holiday, yeah.
It's its own machine now.
Have you thought about, like, you know, like a trademark and stuff? And
nah, right now we're just, you know, rolling. I have, you know, somebody I know has the website, somebody close.
Yeah.
And that's as far as, like, I've taken it, you know? Everyone knows what the fucking real Free Seed Day is if anyone ever decides to do some malarkey. It's like, we'll call it Free Bean Day, we'll call it Free Day, like,
yeah,
we'll call it anything besides whatever they want to bullshit with me about, you know? That's kind of where I've been at. You know, same thing with, like, the Masonic name. It's like, I did try trademarking it, and it's just, it's a lot of, I threw so much money at that thing and got, like, nowhere.
What's some of the goals, I guess, long term for?
So I learned that the closer you fly to the sun, you know, you get a little burnt, right? You know, your tree is as big as you want it to be, and you can have it as big as everybody. You can have it bigger than everybody else's, but you're gonna be, you know, watering it more. So I've learned to keep a tree that is the perfect size for me, and I only need so many resources, you know, throughout time to make me, like, not have to be skedaddling around trying to, like, make money, because that's what it's all about. Nobody wants to talk about that, right?
Absolutely.
So yeah, I figured out some type of sustainable place for me. And yeah, I'm ambitious. I like cool things too. I like buying my wife a new car and a bigger house and things, but, like, I found out my medium.
The rest will come, I think, because you're literally, like, saying it's what you're describing to me is, like, the whole idea. You gotta love the journey, you know, and then.
And I've been lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
I've been to a point where it was just coming in, left and right. People would ask me, Mace, how does it feel? Soulfire asked me, bro, you're on top. Like, you're killing it right now. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know that I was, like, the fucking, you know, the prom queen or whatever, you know? I didn't know till I said, fuck everybody. And they're like, fuck you, you know? And then I was like, oh, I really got to work for this shit now, you know? But that kind of, like, lit a fire under my ass, got me out my slump, and now I really have to work on my craft. I can't just be a plane crash no more. People love the plane crash. You know, I was like, I don't know. I didn't even know what was happening half the time. Because it was just going with it. But I love the weed still. But I thought I won the game at one point. At 20, before I was 30, I thought I won the game. I was like, oh, I figured it out. I don't need to do nothing. I just need to do this. And then that only works for so long.
Life humbles you, or life will just, yeah.
You can't do the same trick every time.
No.
Just all this fucking shit that you learn, bro. even like how I conduct myself, how I talk, everything is different.
Yeah.
I'm very realistic. I have a realistic approach. I know I'm good at what I do, but fuck, you know? You gotta prove it sometimes, you know?
You definitely got,
you gotta bring out a jar of rosin sometimes, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, whether it's podcasting or content creation, it's like, oh, that's what you gotta do if you wanna like really get some traction, right? But I know my old bag of tricks, and you know, it's kind of just sustaining and complacency amongst this art, you know, content.
Yeah. Well, I think the content's gonna go crazy, bro. The next, you know, 'cause you're gonna keep doing this, right? The next couple years.
I just do, you know, I think of stuff, I write it down, and I'm like, oh, you need to do this because that's gonna get you a bunch of views, and it might break the mold, and it's just a good one to have, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy might have did it, but I'm gonna do it better, you know.
100%.
That's kind of where I'm at with my content, because everyone's done it, but don't nobody know who the fuck that guy is. My people are waiting for me to do it.
Exactly. It's been done before, but it's not. That's not the point. What people want is buy into your brand, your personality. You know, they could watch the same football game, but if it's an announcer, it's different.
Yep.
That's what they want.
Yep. Exactly.
And that's what the difference
There's
is.
fucking reaction videos now.
Exactly. So it's cool if we go outside, or
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go peek the garden.
yeah, this is dope, dude. Hi. I was more of a dog person, but I had a couple girlfriends with cats, and that'll turn me into a full-on cat. Love roasted. Fire. You're around, huh?
Yeah, bed's ready to take down.
Where's the rooster? Piff, bro. This is Piff, that New York Piff. This is grown West Coast Piff right here.
These took a little longer, so we're taking them like 5 more days. 10 more days. We're very all organic, all natural here, you know?
Yeah. This is so dope. See, like this right here is like what I love is like I think a lot of like, oh, look at that. Look at the rooster.
Yeah, we got these right here as well.
Yeah. You know, just like people getting like, you know, talking about like, oh, like, you know, all the processed food, all the like, it's like this is self-sustaining. Like you did this, and this is like what other people can do as well.
I did this.
Yeah.
This whole thing. I set up the greenhouses. I brought all the soil in. I brought all the pots. I collected all the genetics. I made all the genetics. I kept the moms alive. You know, you can do it too. There's no excuse. I started with, you know, 6 seeds and 6 fucking hand-me-down pots, and just kept buying and buying and buying. Think about it, 1,000 1-gallon pots, that's $1,000.
Yeah.
Well, fuck it, that's $500. It's still money, you know. So not everybody has that, so you just gotta just start somewhere, you know. A lot of people, like I had a real job before I had a dream, so I worked on my job every day, just kind of sucked it up, but I would come home every day and work on my dream.
See, that's the hard part though. A lot of people just, they don't have the energy for it, or they just don't want to, and that's what you have to do.
You don't want it that much. You don't want it. You're fine with your job. You're fine with counting your vacation hours. You're fine with fighting with your coworkers because she's been there longer than you, and she gets all priority. You know, she gets the better end of the stick, you know? Like, is that what you... Yeah, that's fine. That's an identity. That's what most people do. That's what everybody does. But do you want to... Before all that's all done and after that's all done, do you want to go actually work 200% on your thing? And be impeccable at the fucking 9 to 5 that you have as well? Because if you're going to be half-assed at your 9 to 5, assume your dream is going to be half-assed as well.
That's, yeah, absolutely.
Just have that mind state.
Absolutely.
Always be impeccable with whatever it is you do. Even if you're pressing a button, you press that button more than the next man, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
It all adds up. Do it smart, you know? Don't get caught up in someone's web either. You know when you got to get out of there, but just do what you want to do. Be fine with the fucking 9 to 5. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. I know what I wanted, you know? If I had a bad day, I'd suck it up and, you know, never bring it on my patients, you know? And I bring that same approach to my company. So it's like if I'm on my live, dancing, smoking weed, and I have a disgruntled customer talking about, where's my tracking number? I will literally be like, oh, dude, send me a message right away. What's your tracking number? Let's figure it out. when you know, a lot of people don't know how to do that part. A lot of people are like, "Whoa, dude, I'm fucking busy, bro. I'm a grower." It's like, yeah, motherfucker, but now you're fucking, you know, now you're doing retail, bitch. You know, so do it right. You know, go get the Disneyland fucking plan.
It's a massive impact too if you think about it long term.
Some people are afraid to put bets on themselves, or they get their ego wrapped up. It's like, bro, just plant your seed, get your art out there, and keep working on it. You know,
Yeah.
that's how I see free seed days. Some people are like, oh, scratching their chin about it so much. It's like, dude, just do it. You know.
Yeah.
I was too busy doing cool things.
Yep.
That I forgot. Like, you have to like find a constant too. So I found my constant. You know, and now I'm like, okay, you could like kind of kick your feet up a little bit and work on things a little better. Where like the big stuff is a little bit more, you know, streamlined and like promoted. Like now I could grow flowers and make hash because I'm not like just making seeds, you know. But yeah, my goal is to make cooler and better shit, make dope fucking hash, and like just keep that life and keep that going. Do free seed day, you know, activate audiences where we hang out together and we smoke cool shit. Because that's what it's about. We're in the weed world. We're not like people want to do like golfing and a fucking yacht cruise.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's knowledge, community gatherings, and smoke. That's the general aspect of that's my job. That's what it entails. And putting whether seeds or genetics in people's hands and just making all that better and easier for everyone else.
100%.
And that's my grand thing. Yeah, I want a farm. I want a bigger house. I want a nice car, you know? Those are all goals and shit. But the constant is like, you know, work on your craft.
That's the passion.
Yeah. Make dope fucking resin. Grow dope plants. Make dope selections. Make killer seeds. You know, stay ahead of the curve. Spotlight dope shit. Make stuff that's uniquely different from what everyone else is different. You know, and or make that unique shit, but do it better than they do, you know?
Yeah.
So there you have it, folks. There's a little look into the life of Masonic Smoker. Shout out to my boy Edgar. What this shows you is don't let anything stop you, ever. I will say undeniably, bro, this is going to be one of the bigger breeders. No, he's not already. He's going to be one of the bigger ones because he understands a lot of different things that are important, in my opinion, into this new era of cannabis. So anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope you guys make sure to follow us on all the social medias. The links are down below in the description. Big shouts out to my editor Raleigh on this. Anyways, this is LMC signing out. Peace.